was out camping in the forest at night, sitting by the fire he had just lit. The flickering flames cast eerie shadows around him, but the stillness of the night was somewhat calming, at least for now. Suddenly, he heard a loud, unsettling noise echoing through the woods. It wasn't just a sound, it felt like a voice, distorted and strange. The same noise kept repeating, and with each repetition, his fear grew stronger. He tried to shake it off, but couldn't. The dread began to settle deep within him. Trembling, he called out, asking who might be there, hoping for an answer. But the silence was cut by another sound, even more chilling than before. The voice came again, this time clearer and more terrifying than ever. It was close now, much closer than before, sending shivers down his spine. There was no one else around, no explanation for the voice. His heart raced as he rushed toward his truck. He had parked it nearby and was now fumbling to find his keys. Frantically, he muttered under his breath, urging everyone to get into the truck. But there was no one. He was all alone. Yet that voice, it kept ringing in his ears, as if someone or something was watching him. The forest felt alive, but not in a good way. The man was camping in broad daylight, enjoying the peace around him. But then, suddenly, he heard something, a noise, loud and heavy, coming from just outside his tent. Curious and nervous, he unzipped the tent just a little to peek outside. His heart skipped a beat. There, towering before him, was a bear. Panicking, he quickly zipped the tent shut. His hands were shaking. The fear was overwhelming. Moments later, he could hear the bear moving around the other side of the tent, stomping its feet, making his heart race even more. He was frozen with fear, his mind blank, unable to come up with any plan. What could he do now? Out of desperation, he started yelling loudly, hoping it would scare the bear away. Fear wouldn't leave him. He kept nervously unzipping the tent again and again, checking to see where the bear was. The tension grew as he wondered, was it still there? Finally, he made up his mind to step out of the tent. Shaking, he carefully peeked outside. But the bear, it was gone, disappeared. The man was confused and terrified. His breath came in quick gasps, his heart pounding as he tried to understand what had just happened. Quickly ran back inside the tent, almost stumbling over himself in fear, slamming the zipper shut behind him. In the comments, people wondered, where did the bear go without causing any harm?
Frozen, and I wanted your help in kind of solving a mystery here. So the latest video that I put out, the Kahana Trail.
The YouTuber begins by saying that something mysterious had happened to him. He continues, sharing that recently after uploading a video, one of his subscribers left a comment asking, "What is that thing moving behind your shoulders slowly every few moments?" He explains that he had completely missed it during the editing process, but when he checked again, he saw something.
Frame on night 1. So I checked it out, and I must have completely missed this during the editing process because I had no idea. You can see in this shot that there's something, maybe a deer. To me it looks like a deer, and then maybe another smaller deer running behind it. But I'm not quite sure. Where I was camping was all completely brush.
He says it looked like a deer, maybe a smaller one moving behind him. He couldn't believe it and fell completely silent when he noticed it. He continues, explaining that he's camping in a perfectly fine area where everything is calm and quiet, with no reason for anything strange to happen. Yet, he had no reaction during that moment. The YouTuber adds that even as he's recording this clip now, there's nothing unusual, no sign of anything strange around. He adds, his camp is simple, tied between 2 trees with nothing else around. Yet, the mysterious presence, which his subscriber pointed out, has left him completely puzzled. You might be wondering why this man is recording his video from inside his car. He explains he's running 3 to 1 hour late for his camping trip. He mentions that he had left the traffic and noise behind and was heading into a dark, black forest. He continues, sharing that on one of his previous trips, he had seen something strange. As he drove deeper, he suddenly spotted a white, cloth-like figure in the distance, though he didn't think it was a dead body. Now he's just entered the area and immediately comes across something unsettling. He says this place is dangerous. You wouldn't understand unless you saw it yourself, with a hint of dread in his voice. He explains he bought something tonight specifically to set it up on a tree, just to see if anything strange would come his way. Afterward, he calmly starts preparing his dinner, as if trying to ignore the sense of unease settling over the campsite. It was nighttime, and the man was out camping when, all of a sudden, strange, eerie sounds started echoing around him. The fear began to creep in. The viewers in the comments now wonder what strange thing could have been caught on his camera. Camping This YouTuber runs a channel called English Woodsman, where he shares his camping experiences. He's passionate about camping and loves exploring new adventures. In August, he uploaded a video over an hour long, which was different from his usual content. He was recording the video while walking through the forest, showing different things along his way to the campsite. At one point, he stopped to review a tree he found interesting, but soon after, he realized the place where he wanted to camp was further away than expected, so he continued toward his destination. In the earlier part of the video, he placed his camera down to chat with his fans while showing them his camping gear. While having coffee and talking to his subscribers, he suddenly heard a strange sound. He turned around but saw nothing. Shortly after, he started hearing footsteps, although no one was around. Feeling uneasy, he wanted to leave, but with evening approaching, he chose to set up his camp. However, the eerie footsteps returned, making him feel unsafe. He eventually decided to pack up and move to a different location. Viewers in the comments are left asking, what could those mysterious footsteps have been? This YouTuber, Erwin Saunders, runs a camping channel. After camping for the night, he woke up in the morning and started recording a video. He was talking to his subscribers, explaining that he woke up late today because it rained last night. As he's talking to his subscribers, he mentions today he's wearing the shirt and continues chatting casually with his fans. Feeling a bit uneasy, he spots a good place and decides to go sit there, chatting with his fans while trying to relax. While recording, he suddenly notices something flying back and forth in front of him. He mentions that he couldn't capture a clear picture of it, but says he would try again if he got another chance. He points the camera toward it, trying to see it more clearly.
Oh, there he is. Okay, let's... there.
Suddenly, it appears briefly on the camera. Neither he nor anyone else is sure what it was. This is a YouTuber first winter camp of 2022, and excitement filled the air as he shared the experience with his loyal subscribers. Setting the tone for an adventurous night, he mentioned how this was just the beginning of his winter camping journey. As he prepared for the night, he showed his viewers a variety of tasks, including his attempt to make some chicken fingers. He wasn't just roughing it in the wild, he was determined to try new things. One of his main goals for the evening was to test out his brand new sleeping bag. How would it hold up in the cold? Only time would tell. Later in the video, the YouTuber revealed a hidden gem near his campsite, a beautiful island. However, this wasn't an easy place to visit. The terrain was steep and difficult to access, but the view made it all worthwhile. He couldn't wait to share it with his audience. As the night grew colder, he was ready to get some rest. The wilderness seemed calm, and he assured his viewers that there was nothing around to disturb his peace. But suddenly, a chilling noise pierced the night, sending a wave of fear through him. Armed with a knife for protection, he tried to make sense of what he had heard. Grabbing his flashlight, he nervously investigated, convinced he had heard a human voice nearby. The silence of the wilderness only heightened the tension. The rest of the night passed in unease, and by morning, he admitted he still couldn't explain the strange sound that had shaken him so deeply. What was that noise? Perhaps some things in the wilderness are better left unknown. These campers went out expecting calm, quiet nights under the stars, but instead faced moments that will likely haunt them forever. Whether it was mysterious creatures, unexplainable noises, or just the feeling of being watched, these encounters remind us that the wilderness can be full of surprises. Have you ever experienced something strange while camping? Let us know in the comments below.